Okay, what's up YouTube? We're back with a video. Now, this video is probably going to get a lot of hate, and I know it probably will do, but, like, the idea that this company, right, Ace Grading. Now, this reminds me of the XRP guys. The XRP guys are like, oh, XRP is going to be, you know, the best ever cryptocurrency to come out. And you just see it going down, and you see more money come in, and you see it go down, and you see more money come in, and it go down. Okay, so I made a video previously about Randolph, you know, taking PSA slabs. He was like, oh guys, we get your PSA slabs, and now taking PSA slabs. And it's like, right, why was you buying PSA slabs when now you're doing the ACE slabs, right? Now, one of the problems with these people is, in these videos, I thought I'd just click on it, is these guys that like walk around with a briefcase. And this explains to me these are the kind of people that are buying this stuff, right? They're buying Ace slabs. Now, Ace is like, okay, so it's not his company directly, but it is because he has massive shares within the company, right? Or massive ownership of the company. Now, when you go to his channel, right, and you see, click on his channel, you will get videos like this, like, and you'll be like, oh my god, but I found my childhood cards, guys, and I'm grading them with Ace grading, like, or he'll title the video like, I graded them, like, and he's like, oh, but I'm not grading them with, I'm grading them with Ace grading. Like, I honestly cannot wait for fucking Nintendo to hit these guys with a lawsuit for, you know, extending their art because it's copywriting. You know, if you don't know, he already got hit with one, so he had to change his name of his company to, you know, Rand Cards from PokeRand, right? And there's loads of people that are using the Poke pseudonym from which is copyrighted, and you know these people, you know, need to be hit as well with. Look, this is Nintendo we're talking about. I'm a shareholder of Nintendo. I might even just turn around and email them and just be like, yo, what's going on with this? You know, this guy is copying all your art. So I got a message on Instagram like yesterday, and the idea that I got a message on Instagram saying, what is this guy's game, right? He's buying your cards and then he's putting them in Ace slabs, and he's trying to then sell them back to you in an Ace slab with a pretty label on it. Alright, guys, listen. Is the card you are buying, are you buying the card because of the label? If you're buying the card because of the label, you shouldn't be buying the card. You're buying the card because of the card in the case, not the label. Yeah? Okay. You can extend the art of the label and it might look good. Or it might look like this, like this. But who really knows that all those cards graded a 10? Right? The whole idea of base set Tom and scammer, you know, Connor, right? These guys had a massive insurance payout, which everybody forgot about in Graded Gem. Graded Gem took thousands upon thousands of pounds in insurance money that they said, you know, oh, that people forgot about, people that didn't claim, people that didn't take any of this, right? And they took all that money and started Ace Grading. And Ace Grading just popped out of nowhere, right? The geeky guy, or I would say the geeky guy with the glasses is the one that owns the company, right? Base set Tom. Like, geeky guy with glasses. You could say that's the same thing about me, right? At the end of the day, he's the one that owns the company. Randolph is the face of the company, and he's the one who goes out vending all the company. And he's like, oh, but I graded my cards with Ace Grading. Like, this guy is associated with people that are very high up. Yeah, very high up. Right, I'll just say the word, the 33 degree. The 33 degree, yeah? This is who this guy is associated with, because this is how his YouTube got so big. People that have massive YouTubes or massive platforms, they have to be spoken to on how they talk to the general public. Do we know if an Ace slab is actually a 10? I got a message saying I should go to a card show and I should be like, right, crack your slab and we'll go to AGS's stand, right? And And I'll give you the money to regrade that card to see if it is actually a 10 or a 9. So there's been a big fiasco going on with ace grade, and I've heard this quite from a few people. Now, they've told me that their slab is not a 10. It's a 9. I've heard that these guys have lowered their grading standards, so they will give out more 10s. So the people that can sell those cards, and those guys then keep coming back to grade more cards. This guy's got people waiting, I don't know, 120 days for cards. Like, you know, that's 4 months. He's doing a PSA right now, right? He's stopping all these cards being graded so fast. So there's a delay with all these cards being graded, right? And then he can, like, I don't know, maybe restrict the market and hold some back to keep the prices high, or, you know, to stop certain prices getting dropped. I don't know what this guy's game is. Like, if you are rich and you're already a millionaire and your wife left you, you have a kid, and you're just spending all your time at card shows, do you think that you're already rich enough that you can just walk away and don't need to really do this anymore? Like, what are you trying to get now? Like, I don't really know what you're trying to get out of your life right now at this point. Like, I collect cards, I'm regrading cards, I'm cracking slabs, I'm saying, right, is PSA really grading your cards correctly? Well, we know that that's not true, right? Because I have 2 slabs and they're 2 wrong graded. So, if PSA's 2 slabs I've recracked and regraded with AGS are not true, then how are these cards true? I don't believe even these cards are true. So, you know, I really don't know what this guy's game is. He wants to buy your cards cheap. You know, I had another message today about he wants to buy your cards cheap on his website. And then he wants you to sell him, like, near mint cards so he can grade them and sell them back to the public. It's such a fucking grift, bro. It's such a grift. Like, it really is such a grift. Like, I really don't know what he wants out of, you know, constantly selling, you know, to you. I want to see, like, the kind of people buying these, like, real quick. Who's actually buying all these slabs, bro?
Dollars or pounds? Pounds.
Right. So, and oh, that was the other thing he said as well. Well, the last PSA sale was due to this price. Well, okay, but you're basing your prices off PSA sales, not ace sales. Oh, but it's a pop too. But let's base it off a PSA slab. A PSA slab is not worth the same as an ace slab. An ace slab, yeah, is 4 years old, right? You know, 4 years old before, you know, the mess ups in the beginning, right? And PSA's been around for 25 years. So they're naturally going to get more because, they're more a reputable company. Just because they've had a big backlash at the minute doesn't mean you should base your prices. I think, personally, AGS prices are going to be higher than a PSA 10 because at least you know why the card is a 10. You know why the card is a 10, and a legendary 10 is a better 10 than a normal PSA 10. So you know you're going to get a bigger grade, where you're not getting those special 10 at Ace. It's just a 10 with a pretty label on it. Like, it's like a scam. Do you know what I mean? Like, who's there buying all this stuff, right? Oh, another guy with another briefcase. Look at this. He's another briefcase guy. He's walking around, thinks he's a boss man. You know, thinks he's got 100k racks in his suitcase. You know, like, someone could snatch his suitcase. It's not even handcuffed to his hand. Like,
we have here my cash. I got £182 cash and £210 credit. Yeah, I just didn't count. Yeah.
Credit. What's he want credit for? Credit to regrade at Ace? Man, such a scam, bro.
They trying to trade. They trying to get
just take cash.
Okay, perfect. Right, we have here my cash. I got 182.
Right, so people are selling Ace slabs back to people that, like, selling slabs back to him as well. Like, what is going off? Right, let's look at this.
Still not. Whoa, that's so pricey.
Magikarp. Like, where's the information? Like, Japanese 1996 base set on the card. Like, 1996 base. Oh, it has that. It don't even say, like, bro, at least type in Japanese on the card. Like, you just put JPN, bro. Like, come on, man. Japanese on it.
Bang. Mad.
Alright, wait. What was on the back? It said pop 2 something collector.
Whoa. That's so pricey.
Pop 2 collector PSA 10 equals £586. Yes, but that is not a PSA slab. That is an A slab. You see what I'm getting at, right? Is this what everybody is like? Is this all the bullshit that's through the fucking video?
Straight trade. This is going in to us, and that's going out. This is a KV slab, so I'm getting commission on this one. That's good.
I'm getting commission. That's what I mean. Like, what a grift this is, bro. It's such a grift, bro.
What? Don't know why. Okay, let me.
Where's the guy that come on the video and goes, yo, shut JoeG? Yo, where's he at, bro? Where's he at, bro?
What I'm gonna do if I'm trying to get to the Blastoise. Okay, let's see what we can do then. So we're at 92 so far. My offer to you. This I'm gonna price it at 16. Let's take a. Okay.
For about £10 off.
If you can do that, yeah, we're £10 off. If you can give me
£10 off, bro. Realistically, how much has he got in the bank? He's gonna have at least $1 million right now at the bank. He's got $1 million in the bank, right? This guy is a millionaire, right? He should be a millionaire, right? So what is he trying to get out of this at this point?
Thank you. Hi guys, Flareon. Hello. Sorry for the wait, guys. I'm such a fan. So I'm not.
So everyone's just like selling A slabs back to them, right?
I'm not sure what the queue's saying here.
It's a big cult, this is, you know. It just seems like a big cult. I'm like the only one, right, like, sitting on the fence, like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but thank you for waiting.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Alright, I wanted to get you to sign this.
Yeah.
It's my favourite card.
Sure. On the card?
Yeah, on the card, yeah, please. Can I grab that Celebi and Venus?
Yep, of course.
Right, so this is like, so... Is that a Squirtle from my first battle?
I wanted to get you to sign this.
Yeah.
It's my favourite.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's a Squirtle from my first battle. Can you sign this card? You know, JoeG signatures are going to be worth in 15 years. They're going to be worth a lot of money, I'm telling you now. I tell you, most underrated guy in the game, bro. Telling you now. Listen.
8% of that. So
That's fine, yeah.
sorry.
Can I get you to sign that one?
Yes.
That's my first of a small accent.
Sure. On the.
Right, it's all fanboys, bro. It's all based off fanboys. Ace grading is based off all of fanboys. This is not built like... Okay, let me explain something to you about AGS, right? AGS is founded from a guy who is a poker champion, yeah? The owner of the company. The owner of the company likes cards, likes Pokemon, right? But he's not sitting there trying to sell and vend Pokemon, right? He's... the idea that what he's doing, right, is... Let's just put it this way. So ace grading is a conflict of interest with the fact that PSA is also a conflict of interest. PSA is selling its own cards on its own eBay page, and Randolph is his own, like, at an event selling Ace slabs to the public as the face of Ace. Okay, so what's the idea that's stopping him? Okay, yeah, this is kind of mad, right? We should kind of do like a 2-part video to this, because, you know, this kind of like the way I started this video, it's like, you know, I could have said a bit more, like, so let's just say, like, you know, if anyone's like listening or watching the video right now, like, you know, because I was thinking of just cutting it and just restarting, like, the idea that somebody like this is selling cards, right, as a vendor for the company when you own shares in the company. Do you not think that that's a conflict of interest due to the people that are grading, right? What's stopping him marking your cards down and doing what PSA is doing now and marking your cards a 9 and giving you a 10, and he's giving the 10s and he's going to the card show and he's selling the 10s, yeah? Why does that not stop him doing that? You get what I mean? So this is what I mean about the grift. The grift is still like, it's based off an influencer fan base, and it's like, all right, look, Randolph, you've got to go to this event, you've got to go fucking pay, you've got to go interact with all these people, you really probably don't want to do it, you want to be sat at home, sitting there doing fuck all. It's mad. It really is.